Hey, it's the latest episode of the Binge Suite. Nichelle is here.
This is Mo.
This is Denisha.
And you're watching or you're listening to the Binge Suite. And as you all know, there will be spoilers. So if you haven't seen any of these shows, turn it off now because we're talking about everything today. So, also follow us on the Facebook. We're on the Binge Suite. Twitter is new. We're live on Twitter, the Binge Suite, and also Instagram, the Binge Suite. Follow us. All right, ladies. It's been a couple weeks. We are back in full effect. What y'all been watching?
Let's start with Handmaids.
Oh yeah, what is it called? The Handmaiden's Tale or Handmaid? I don't know.
The Handmaid's Tale. Yeah.
Okay.
So this show threw me for a loop because I thought this was going to be a period piece set in like the 1600s.
No, honey.
I was thrown
like a couple years from now.
Yeah. So I'm watching her with her kid and her husband. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, then she gets caught and she's back in like the 60s. So I'm like, is this a time travel show? Like, wow, I was so confused for a minute.
Are we doing some Octavia Butler type stuff? No.
Yeah, I was confused.
That's what makes it even more scary. Like, this is today or modern times, and you just decide and you just want to take us back to what is that era called? The Pilgrims and everybody has to be pious.
Yes,
like
like
that's how it felt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, geez.
Yeah.
This show is interesting. Like, I don't want to say it has flaws, but they're flaws with their rules is what I want to call them. So not flaws with the movie or with the writing, but just with their whole thinking of why this is a rule, but this is okay. Like, this doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we'll learn it later.
Give an example. Like what?
So, like, everything is quoted based on the Bible, or the rules are, well, in this chapter of the Bible, you shouldn't do this. But then you're tearing down all the churches. So I don't understand. It's against the law to be, a preacher or a reverend, a doctor, or what was the other person who was hung? But yeah, that's the main thing that gets me. Like, they're quoting scriptures the entire time. They're praying and everything is because of the Bible. But they're steady tearing down churches and hanging people who are ministers.
And the crazy thing is, like, their hangings is like, it's like another day. Like, they walk by and they're chilling by the wall where these people are hanging, and it's like, okay, the weather's nice. It might rain. Like, it's so nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like slavery. That's why I was like, that part reminds me of how you would just walk past slaves, like just hanging in the middle of the courtyard, like in the town square, like, oh, okay, what did he do today? Oh, he stole a piece of bread so his family could eat. Oh, for real? Oh, all right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember what the third person was on that first hanging, because one was a doctor, one was a minister, and the third one was like a scientist, I think. And I'm like, what's wrong with that? But I guess in that era.
Well, you know why they're hanging scientists is because the scientists are the ones that came up with birth control, and that's the reason why none of them have babies.
Yeah. That whole process of impregnating these women all the way through them giving birth was weird as fuck.
Yeah. The whole impregnation, like, I gotta lay on you and make it seem like I'm a surrogate.
Lay in between the ladies.
I'm the one that's giving birth, though.
Yeah, that was really creepy. The whole you're acting like you're giving birth while I'm giving birth upstairs, and the whole sharing the chair kind of.
I screamed at when she came and she like got behind her, was acting like she was pushing.
Oh my God!
I'm like, bitch, you about to shit on yourself. You pushing so hard.
Okay.
That was so weird.
This?
And then after the girl gave birth, you lay up in the bed like you didn't spend 17 hours.
Right. I was kind of like, how dare you? But it was just like, like she was a dog that just gave birth and was like, bye.
That was
right. Animals that give birth or dogs that give birth better than that. And then I still got to sit there and nurse it.
And then the whoever, I don't know, are they nuns? I don't know who they are, these women. And they're all in unison going, push.
Right, that was so creepy.
Yeah, that was big.
Yeah, that whole it's just very, but it's like you were saying before, D, like this is a new revelation. Like this movie, which was a book, I guess, written back in 1985.
Yes.
Putting white women into these positions of, being like, having babies for the wealthy, when, Black and brown women around the world been doing that for,
decades, centuries, yeah.
Still doing it.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Like when I came across that article, I was like, wow, that's something else.
Yeah, that was a good read.
Yeah.
And then I guess the other part where the one, I don't know if she was trying to escape her partner. If that was the plan was that they're going to escape or figure something out. But then they caught her and her girlfriend, and then her girlfriend ends up being hanged by a train.
Yeah, so I didn't understand that. It seemed like the one that they allowed to live was the lower class, a surrogate. But the one who they killed she had on green. So she was from the other class that couldn't give birth. So she was like so it was like you're not worth anything. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I guess she was hung. I guess were they like together, like sexually?
Yeah, that was her girlfriend.
Her wife before all of this.
Oh, okay. Before they got caught, they were married. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that was her wife. I know she said she was married before, but I thought this was somebody she was dating in this realm.
No, that was
her same wife. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
So how did she end up on the green side then?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch that one again.
Yeah.
I don't, because I think she was the one. So the partner, she was the one that had the baby. Because remember when she talked about her wife, that they had a baby. So I'm guessing the one that got hung was the one that couldn't have babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, but she wasn't dressed nicely in green. She just had on green, so she could have been doing anything.
Right. She just had green. Yeah, and then the one that got her right eye plucked out.
Baby.
Girl, Lord have mercy.
She is a piece of work, honey. And then even afterwards, she biting the chick. She's like, well, it's okay. They're not going to get rid of me as long as I'm still nursing. But as soon as you dry up, honey.
Right.
Mm-hmm. She's talking about her and the father about to run away with the baby. She's delusional.
Right?
He ain't about to go nowhere with your one eye.
Okay, he don't love you. You crazy. I mean, if he does, and if he's talking that stuff, he crazy too.
Mm-hmm. They're not gonna get far.
Oh my gosh, it's so much. And then the guy that raped. So that was another oxymoron that didn't get me. So they're one of the surrogates, I'm gonna call them, the ladies in red, or the handmaidens rather. They because a surrogate actually wants to do it. These handmaidens don't want to. She was talking about her past and how she was raped and bullied, and they made it her fault. It was a shame. But then you had a man that raped a woman, and they punished him. So I'm like, so what's going on here? Like, what are we doing? Like, I just didn't understand. I mean, I get it, but I was like, this is another inconsistency or another flaw in y'all ruling, judgment, morality.
They killed him because he raped somebody that was pregnant.
Right.
Didn't the baby die?
But why was it the job of the handmaidens to do it and not whoever the military?
That's what I didn't get at all. Yeah, I didn't get that part at all.
I mean, yes, it was a good way for the handmaidens to be like, oh, let me get out this anger that I'm not able to get out in my regular everyday life. But then, like, you blow the whistle like Pavlov's dog, and it's like, I gotta stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was, wow. I didn't know there was a book. Now, I know there are movies, but I know there's an Asian movie called The Handmaiden. And then there's another one that looks like it's like in the 90s. I need to check them out, but I don't think they're related.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is I can say that's probably my new favorite show.
Okay.
I'm going to be checking for this every week. I'm going to be up to date every week with this show.
Okay.
I had to go back and rewatch it because I I always miss stuff when I'm watching because I'm so like ADD. So I'm doing like 15 things at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm catching stuff that I didn't catch the first time, and I'm like literally screaming at the TV like, I cannot believe this is what I'm watching right now. This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is
That,
insane.
yeah. I couldn't get. That sex scene just took me somewhere. I mean,
It's weird.
I was just like, how? Like,
It's very
nah,
weird.
nah, like, no.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
This whole
Even though it kind of overlaps with harlots.
Mm-hmm.
How some women are okay with their men having, you know, these other women, but it's more pleasure than whatever the heck this is in
and really, Handmaiden,
Yes.
this is rape. This is like rape. You're raping these women because they don't want to do it.
Right, but they don't have a choice. I mean, you know, it's like this is my job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no.
And even if you don't want to be as extreme as this is rape, this is like sex outside of marriage. So that's a sin.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of oxymorons in this. In this thinking, this whatever religion or whatever it's called.
Whatever this, religion. You can't call. I don't even want to call it a cult because it's like I don't know.
It's
Doctrine.
very. And then the stuff that they say, like under his eye and like all that stuff. Weird.
Where is this coming from? I'm like, okay, I guess we'll get to those verses that they're referring to eventually. That all that stuff will unfold.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the first that when what's her name was let go from her job. That was what the security guard or the military dude said to her when she was walking out. She was looking at the door. She was like, what? Like, what the hell are you talking about? But that whole letting me go thing, I was like, oh, this is wild. Like, you just want to freeze my account and anything I have is all of a sudden possession of the next of kin male.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, it would have had to been some murder, kill, because I don't know.
And then they were saying some parts and like stuff like that happens. Like you can't just one day everything is normal and then the next day, you know, your life is this way. It happens so gradually that after you don't really see, you know, one thing happens and it's a law and you're all in the uproar, but you get used to it, you get accustomed to it. And something else happened, you're in the uproar, you get accustomed to it. And just gradually, you know, moving towards this that life.
Yeah, like it almost reminded me of Nazi Germany and the Jews. Like all of a sudden you couldn't do this. Okay, well then we got used to it. Now all of a sudden you can't do that. And next thing you know, they're being exterminated. Like, how did we get here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, this is crazy. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I did see my girl, Samara Wiley. That's my boo.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Pusey from
Yes, honey.
Yeah.
I stopped watching it after when she died. I was like, I don't need to watch this no more. Like that was my boo. But yeah.
They I think the second season is almost out. Some of my friends have watched it already. They I guess watched it on like the black market or whatever.
Orange is the New Black?
Yeah, Orange is the New Black. I think the second season is out on black market.
You mean the fifth?
Out. You mean
it's on the fifth season?
It's what?
It's on the fifth season.
Yeah. But it's not out on Netflix yet, is it?
Oh,
no, not till
out on the black market.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but
yeah, I started watching it a while ago. I was like,
That was heartbreaking to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was crying like real snot tears.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it. Like once people told me, I was like, I don't even want to see it. So I still haven't seen that episode.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty rough. It was hard to watch.
Yeah,
it was hard. I won't be doing that. I'm good.
But Harlots is another one.
Yes. First of all, can we talk about the fashion? I'm all into like costume and period pieces where it's done well.
Mm-hmm.
Now some of the stuff, okay, yeah, all right, but Miss Quigley and them hats, honey, and them wigs.
Yes,
she is giving it to me.
Yeah, that's the one who has the other whorehouse, right? And they dress in all white.
Yeah, the upscale one.
Mm-hmm. And her son.
Mm-hmm. Bless his heart.
Yeah. Oh, the mama's boy.
He is something else, but he is in love with some Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be the death of him.
Yeah, that's another one. It's I don't know. That's the oldest occupation, they say.
Oldest profession in the book.
Oldest profession in a book. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. And so what got me is finding out where the actual I guess the anger is between the two whorehouses isn't even about their actual occupation.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's the family tie. That is crazy. What y'all think about that?
So explain that, because I miss a lot of stuff when I'm watching.
Oh yeah.
All right, explain that.
You got it, or you want me to do it?
Yeah, explain it.
Go ahead, explain it.
So, what's her name in the lower whorehouse? What's her name? I can never think of her name. I know everybody else's name in there, but what is it?
Mary Wells. MW. Mary Wells.
Mary Wells. There we go. So Mary Wells, her mom, I guess, was poor and sold her for a pair of shoes.
Okay.
She sold her to Miss Quigley.
Oh.
Miss Quigley whored her out to her husband, and then I guess whatever, over time she had a whorehouse, and I guess so Mary Wells told somebody or whatever that she was being kidnapped. She had been kidnapped, and I guess she got kicked out, and she ended up starting her own whorehouse over time. But that's where the animosity lies, is like, you told them that, I was kidnapping you. Well, you kind of did. Even though I was sold for shoes, I didn't think I was going to be a sex slave.
Right.
Yeah, so that was like.
That Quigley started her. It was real young. She was either 10 or she was 12.
Yeah.
One of those ages when she started getting put out.
Yep. Real young.
That is something. Like, that is, and I know that still that's happened today, because there's a whole sex slave black market thing going on in the United States. Where girls and boys are being sold. So I can't even. What I don't understand is the I'm terrible with names. Not Miss Quigley, but the lower class.
Mary Wells.
Mary Wells. So she has 2 daughters, right? One she sold when she was 12. Got her out.
Right.
But the other one she kept until she needed her to like pay for this house. And so that's so I wonder why she chose to pour one of them out and then save the other one.
Keep the virginity for the other one. Yeah, I didn't really get that. It seemed like the other one, like they made it seem like she was already out there anyway, like whatever. But this one is like, well, I didn't have to, because the other ones, maybe her business was, doing well enough. I don't know. But that did seem kind of strange. And then all of a sudden it was like, well, we gotta rent this house, so I guess we're going to put your virginity up for sale. Like, what?
I know. That's like, damn.
All right.
Like your mom be like, all right, they about to turn the lights out. Go, so
go ahead and sell your pocket out on this corner.
Right.
Yes. Run all your pockets. We're gonna sell you to the highest bidder.
Right. It kind of reminded me of Memoirs of a Geisha a little bit, but totally not really. Like, okay. But those men,
yeah,
just all horrible. Like,
they're disgusting.
So disgusting.
Yeah. Like the one who she was saving her virginity. She sold her to that man and his wife. That was, and the wife was like all into it. Like, that was just disgusting. It's weird.
Oh yeah, because you haven't even gotten to the last episode, have you?
I don't. What happened? You can talk.
Okay, so yeah, in the last episode, the older sister goes to visit them, just like, hey, y'all my old friends, because she used to run with them.
Okay.
Right, so that's what he said.
Yeah, because the wife said something about, oh, here's my husband's latest toy, and she's like, yeah, we like them young. Sorry, we had to get rid of you after so many years or whatever. But they were all laying up in the bed, and the little Irish dude came in. I was like, oh, y'all want some real open type stuff, okay? But yeah, she was a little weird. That whole scene in the woods creeped me out. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. When they were shooting at stuff?
Yes.
I didn't get it. That was weird.
I think it was just to raise her adrenaline and have her all like scared, and then y'all saved me, and I was like, oh, this is a bit much. I mean, because y'all know I'm into the whole sexuality and all that other side stuff, but I'm like, y'all pushing it. Like, she's still a child. Come on.
Yeah, she's still a child.
Yeah, this is too much. But I guess back then there were no rules about this. That's crazy. What else we got? So that was Harlots. What else? But there's a lot of other stuff on Harlots. Oh, the minister who used to be a whore.
The sister?
The minister. The preacher.
Yes. And her daughter secretly want to be one too.
Yes.
You see Mo face.
Her daughter secretly want to be one too.
She about to get turned out though, or fall in love
with the black chick.
Think of her name. She has a cute name too, but yeah, she about to fall in love or get pimped out.
Yeah, she liked the black chick.
Yeah, but when
black people need to start making a whole lot of money.
Oh, the other one, yeah, the wife, or what was his name, Mr. Lewis, whatever. Yeah, she turned that role on. I'm like, oh wait a minute, let me show you something.
Yeah, let me show you. She trying to get her kids back.
She like, watch this.
Yep. Don't believe me, just watch.
Ow.
All right, so Harlots is definitely another one to watch. Yeah, so we started watching Dear White People. I watched a couple episodes. I watched a lot of episodes actually on Sunday. That's a cute little series. I saw the movie, but this series really puts me in the mind of what was that John Singleton movie?
School Days? No, that's
Higher Learning.
Higher Learning. Yeah, it definitely puts me in the mind of Higher Learning, but it's it's softer than Higher Learning, but it puts me in the mind of that.
Okay.
It's a cute little show.
It is. It leaves off right where it starts off right where the movie left off.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cute. And I like that the girl who I forget the girl's name, but she's like the main character's best friend. She played on I watched, I think we talked about this before. Black and Sexy, that whole online yeah,
she's the girl from OK Cupid or Hello Cupid. Yes.
Yep, from Hello Cupid. I like her. Her name is Blaine. Her last name is Blaine. Forget her first name. But yeah, she's a pretty good actress. I like her.
Okay.
I do. I like her.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know that it doesn't leave any gaps, or it doesn't try to do something different, and it just picks up from the last.
Nope, it doesn't. It actually like kind of fills in the pieces from the movie.
Yeah, there were some holes in there.
Like how it all got to be what they are now.
Yeah. It's a cute little show to watch.
Okay. And Nia Long is in it.
Who?
Oh
yeah, she is in it. She is in it. The professor sleeping with the student. All right now.
Oh gosh, another one. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I like Nia Long. I like Nia Long. I kind of wish that she would like broaden her range of roles that she takes. So I kind of feel like she has like the same role over and over again. But I still like her. You know, I really like her.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's another one that hasn't aged, and I love it.
Yeah, she looks, because she's like 45. She's close to 50.
Yeah, I think she might be closer to 50.
And she looks awesome.
Damn good, right?
Yeah. Awesome. Skin flawless. Flawless. I love Nia Long.
Don't crack, boo.
Sure don't. So, Dear White People. So we're gonna finish watching that. Oh, you know something else I watched? You probably haven't watched it, but it's on Netflix. It's called Girl Boss.
I saw that come up in my recommendations.
Yes, somebody told me to watch that too.
Yeah, so I watched it. I didn't really know what it was about. I just kind of put it on while I was doing something. So it's about the founder of this online boutique called Nasty Gal, which I kind of I bought few pieces from there, but it just talks about her how she started out up until she launched the actual Nasty Gal website.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. It was a pretty interesting series to watch. It was kind of irritating at the same time, but I get irritated pretty quickly, pretty easily. So, but what irritated me is it was like she didn't seem like a very likable person. She was an asshole, and not like a likable asshole. She was like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Real, like, kind of nasty and rude and very self-centered.
That was just her overall personality, or that's how she was as a business? Oh, wow.
Like, her best friend had been there with her from the beginning of starting her, because she started off on eBay selling vintage stuff. And then she graduated. She was actually forced off of eBay. And then so that's how she started her own website. But her friend was there with her from the beginning, building her business. And then, she's making all this money. And her friend is working for free. So her friend is like, well, you're doing pretty good. And I've been working for you and with you, helping you build your business. Can I get a salary? Right. And she's like, no, this is my thing. And no, I'm not paying you. I'm like, what? This is your best friend.
Right.
Yeah. It was.
So was she supposed to work for free?
Exactly. So they stopped being friends for a while. But it was very like white privilege, white girl shit going on in this movie. Like, a lot of shit that she did, I'm like, this happens to white people? Like, this can really happen in your life? Because in my world, you ain't gonna get nowhere doing this.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was interesting. It was kind of irritating because I'm so, like, I guess growing up, like, with TV in the 90s, I watched a lot of that, like Friends and all those other, like, white-centered TV.
Yeah, 90210.
Yeah. Now, and this part.
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. Now, this part of my life, I don't really watch those shows anymore. So it's almost like kind of going back to, like, that kind of era, watching this show. And
that's irritating now. Like, back then, it was like, oh, okay, that's life. But now, growing up and knowing what we know and being where we've been, you're like, no, that's irritating. That's not real life, boo.
Very. Like, this doesn't happen to us.
Oh, boy.
It doesn't happen to us. So, but, if you have, some free time and it's good enough to watch, but I'm not going to rewatch it again. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway. So, Girl Boss, check that off.
Okay.
All right. So, The Underground. We have 2 episodes to talk about with The Underground. And so much has happened.
So much.
On this show. Those 2 episodes.
Yes.
Amazing. So, if anyone thought that season 2 wasn't living up to season 1, these last 2 episodes put that argument to rest.
Yeah. 3, actually, when you think about even the episode with Harriet, just her monologue.
The Misty episode, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You know how powerful of an actor you have to be to hold a whole hour of just your monologue?
Right. No flashbacks, no nothing. Yeah. Just her talking. And I was sitting there glued to the screen.
Amazing. Amazing. I was a fan of hers, this actress. What's her name? Allison Hines? Aisha Hines. Yeah, but after that episode, I'm a fan.
I'm falling in love with her, especially between this and Shots Fired. I'm seeing her different angles. Yep. She's good.
She's strong, and it seems like in real life she has like that strong personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she definitely delivers it on camera. But episode called 28, that was the episode, not last week, but the week before, where
Rosalie being, is that the one?
This is the episode where Sting told Cora all the secrets. Yes. Not all the secrets, but she told us some tricks and tricks.
And then Cora tried to flip them on her.
Girl, and got her ass handed to her.
Girl,
Did
deflated.
she try to poison her or something?
Yeah.
Right. And that's what Steen told her. She said, I taught you everything you know, not everything I know. I said, yes, honey. She sounded like my mama right there.
Man,
how don't even try it.
Girl, she got her ass handed to her.
Yes.
Man, that was an amazing episode.
Yeah, that was good. I was like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? But we're gonna see what happened to Cora too. I think something gonna happen to her.
Cora is feeling herself because you can't hold a man. You can hold a man for a while with sex, but that ain't gonna hold a man. She thinks she done put it down on him, but you ain't put it down that much.
Right, especially in that era. And it was a short period of time. Like Steen and what's his name, Macon, they was on this thing for a few decades.
Yeah.
So she really worked through this. I'm like, honey, this only been a few years. Yep. Or TV time, years, or a short period of maybe months. But yeah, months actually, I guess, since Rosalie was pregnant. So, but still, oh my gosh, come on now, Cora. No, honey.
And she's
sheltered on that island, thinking she's doing something.
She hot stepping in that hot ass dress.
Okay.
I know it's like 200 degrees out there. She got that damn dress all up to her neck.
I swear she doing something. Standing next to dude like she the missus.
She gonna get a rude awakening when the real mistress come. The real missus come.
Yep. Or his mama or his daddy come. I'm like,
oh, her feelings gonna be hurt for real.
Yeah, because they're gonna make him get married to somebody.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna get booted right on out.
And she get pregnant, and they're gonna be like, okay, well that was going into slavery too.
Yep, she gonna get her feelings hurt real bad. So that was a great episode. And then the one from last week where Kato, what the hell is Kato doing, man?
I don't know, but I saw the preview for this week, so I was like, oh, all right, cool. Hopefully it all works out. But, well, not cool, but either way. The preview for this week where Harriet catches him, and she's like, what are you doing? And so hopefully he's actually caught and doesn't talk his way out of it. But, man, when he walked through that tunnel, I was like, no!
I know.
You would have thought it was the boogeyman coming through. I was just like, God, no, now he knows everything. No, but he always knew the song. So I'm like,
but I read somewhere that he sang the song wrong.
Yeah, it didn't sound like what we heard in season 1.
Right.
So I'm like, maybe he gave her something else and whatever, but he still made it through himself. So maybe that was for him to make it through, but then gave her something else. But Patty Cannon, she still won't figure out how to find him.
So what is up with Steen and Stabler? Because he killed that other catcher.
I don't get that either. I'm like, did he all of a sudden have a soft spot because they had this, connection about their children?
I don't know.
Or he's just like, you know what? I don't need to do this. I got my own land, my own house. But is it even still there? Did they, I don't know, take his stuff when he went to prison or whatever you call that, chain ganging?
I wish he would have taken his stuff though, because that was in a completely different state.
Oh, okay.
So
and it sounds like his son is still alive, just not doing well.
Yeah.
Or injured.
Okay.
But where did he get stabbed that would paralyze him? She stabbed him in the stomach. How does that paralyze you?
Maybe it was long enough to go through to the spine or something. So he did say he was paralyzed? I missed that part. I just heard he said.
Well, maybe not. I read that somewhere that he was paralyzed.
Oh.
Making up stuff.
That's possible, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Back then, it could have just been an infection that led to paralyzation. You never know.
When Rosalie went to James and woke him up,
child, I was about to smack him myself. I wanted to strangle him and be like, if you don't shut the hell up.
He made me so mad.
He's talking about, I'm not going. This is my home.
Right.
My mama take good care of me. I'm like, that ain't your mama.
It's not your mama.
till that
That
little
little boy
boy
could
gets
cut
big
his
enough
eye.
to cut you himself or shoot you himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was him and TR. That was a rivalry that was gonna be on the most grandest scale if TR had survived.
Right. Well, TR is still living. He was just shot in the leg.
But the
So
house blew up.
he was on the porch.
I assume he got burnt up.
Oh,
You
maybe,
see
but
that?
I think he was on the porch, and the Mrs. whatever her face, Miss Macon was on the porch, was standing outside. I have a funny feeling that TR and James are gonna meet again later.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And TR is going to give him a what for. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Of what for? Yep. Mm-hmm. But did you see the look that Noah gave Rosalie as they were driving off?
Yes, girl, I saw so many memes like, I'm gonna get you when we get home. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and
gosh, how is this okay? Like, how, like you were saying, the first time they hooked back up after being apart from each other. So y'all didn't do nothing. Like, you just figuring out she pregnant
that's what
now.
I'm like. You haven't seen this man in months. He been in jail. You've been doing, trying to free all these people.
Right.
And
Right. Y'all just staring at each other? Y'all just stared at each
pent up tension y'all trying to release. Like, I don't understand.
Right. Because I'm gonna need to see you in a whole lot of ways. And
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
what? I'm
Right.
like, yeah, something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I wasn't
talk
feeling
about,
that. I wasn't feeling that. But I'm like, okay, now all of a sudden he know you pregnant. But she big. But
yeah.
Poe Noah, he ain't as smart as we thought he was.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see what's gonna happen this week. And I haven't seen any trailers. I don't have cable, so
Yeah, I saw one the other day for tonight.
So it's only maybe like 2 more episodes left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so they gotta this Daniel storyline, they gotta come with it. We gotta know who this man is and
Okay.
what is his role in this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to figure that. Yeah, before we get to the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe he'll be the cliffhanger they'll give us a really good story in the last episode to have us holding on for next season.
Mm-hmm.
So we about to be set up.
Yeah. We're about to be sitting with bated breath all summer.
But at least we have some shows for the summer to watch. We got Game of Thrones. We have Insecure. And something else. What else do we have?
I don't know. Game of Thrones is enough in itself.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to watch that like 2 or 3 times before we talk. Girl,
you're gonna need a map and everything because all the different countries, islands, people. Now I know them, but it took me a while. Like,
it took me a long time. And normally when I used to watch it, one of my homegirls, we kind of watch some of the same stuff, and I'm always texting her because she catches everything in shows, and I miss 75% of what's going on. I missed it. I gotta always go back and rewatch it. Game of Thrones, I was confusing people. Everybody was looking alike to me. I couldn't tell nobody apart. So
I used to watch it on Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
Then on Monday, I would go to the HBO.com and read the episode notes and then watch like the little clips where they talk about catch this, watch that, and then watch it again Monday night and be like, oh,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, but that's still a lot for my brain.
Yeah.
Because then you're talking to other people and they're like, I ain't see that. And I'm like, you got to watch behind the scenes. You got to watch behind the show. But there are people that have like, one of my coworkers has almost like a Final Four bracket, big thing.
Oh my God.
Where she's crossing off people and putting lines to folks and all that stuff. And I'm like, girl, go ahead.
She's serious about it.
Yeah, she's serious.
Mm-hmm. So Game of Thrones coming. When is that? When is the season premiere?
June,
July.
beginning of July.
Huh. I think it's right after 4th of July. So what's that? July 9th?
Okay.
Yep, July 9th.
Gonna be on.
I guess I'm gonna have to record it. I think I'll be out of town. That's my mama's birthday.
Oh,
So we'll work it out.
Mama, what you doing for her birthday?
Well,
Well,
I've been asking her since February, what do you want to do for your birthday? Because I'm going to include her birthday for my month of July. You know, every month I'm doing something. She finally tells me last night, I want to go to Barbados.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Lady, it's April. No, it's May. You want me to book flights to Barbados? I looked it up,
like
though.
you could go on like Groupon and get a package deal for Barbados.
I did, and it was still. I'm not paying that for 4 days.
Oh, okay.
I would pay that if I paid it now for a year from now or 6-7 months from now. It would be for a week.
Oh yeah.
But it's just going to be a long weekend. I'm not paying it. Like, no. So I had to call her and be like, okay, yeah, no. I'm like, you can go to another Caribbean island or, you know, St. Thomas, or we can get. She was like, no, Barbados is on my list. I was like, well, what's number 2 on your list? But she was like, so we talked about it. She said, all right, it's only her 64th birthday, so we'll do Barbados for her 65th.
Okay.
And then so I said, well, what do you think about Montreal? She was like, well, I don't know, I've never been. I was like, well, let me see what it's looking like. That sounds like a cool city. So in July it should be really nice.
We just filed bankruptcy.
So I asked her about Puerto Rico, and she was like, no, I want Barbados. I was like, all right, lady. So
whatever. You can come to the Bronx and go to Puerto Rico.
Right. I think I might have convinced her to go to Cuba though with me for New Year's.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Right. I think what convinced her was when I started talking about how inexpensive stuff was. Because she likes spending her child money, but she don't like spending her child's money. You know how it is. It's like, I don't want you to pay for all this. But when I told her how cheap it was, she was just like, oh well, maybe I will go with you for New Year's. I said,
You had like a great food experience in Cuba.
I did, but now my tummy is jacked up.
Oh.
But I'm not sure if my tummy is jacked up from eating or maybe I'm just having my own issues. I don't know, but I'm going to know tomorrow when I call a doctor. So
a few of my friends had stomach issues when they came back.
Yep.
I didn't.
Yeah, and I'm hearing the same thing. But see, because you were real safe too, so you didn't eat all that other foolishness, and I think that's part of it. But it's now been almost it's been a week since I've been back. Oh, a week and a half. So
my friend, when he went, I don't think he went twice. The second time I don't think he got sick, but the first time I think he said his stomach was messed up for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay, so this isn't uncommon.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you know Lindsay that went to Morgan from DC. Lindsay, I think her last name is Dial. Yeah, she went to Cuba a few months ago before I did, like a month before I did, and she said her stomach was tore up.
Wow.
Tore up. I don't know how it skipped over me, but I'm glad it did.
Because you weren't indulging in that old pork. That old swine. But I really don't think it was the pork though. I think it was something else. But you know what? You didn't eat a lot of seafood either.
I guess not. Kind of I did, but I don't know. Did you drink the water?
No, I didn't. I had bottled water, but some of my drinks had ice in them.
Mine too.
I don't know if that was it, but I also had, the fish was fresh. I don't think the lobster was.
Okay.
And I'm like, as I thought about it, like on my last lobster, I was eating it and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's the olives. You know how olives had that briny, almost acidic taste? I moved the olives off and I ate the lobster and I was like, oh, this lobster might be bad. Or not bad, but about to go bad. Where if we were in the States, I'd have been like, something's wrong, shut this restaurant down. But I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Damn, refrigeration, freezing, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, did I get me a bad piece of lobster or Because I really didn't eat a lot of pork. That first day I did, but then after that I was like, I'm gonna die. I can't do this because I had the sweats the next day.
Yeah, they go hard in the paint with the pork.
Baby, pork on top of pork. Like you said, even the salad got pork on it.
Girl, they sprinkle bacon on the ham.
I was like, wait, so
All right.
this sandwich has a slice of ham on it, another slice of some kind of seasoned ham, and then a piece of fried pork. I was like, it was good though, I ain't gonna lie. But I was like, this is lie. I was like, I know my blood pressure is sky high.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so all right, so we have talked about harlots, we talked about Handmaid's Tale, the underground shots fired, Dear White People. What else we got? Is that it?
Have I watched anything else?
I want to give a shout out to Netflix because Netflix has some real quality shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some really good, well-produced, acted shows. And I stay on Netflix because I feel like I'm just going to take a weekend and just go through everything they have. I started watching a movie today. It was pretty good. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, I think of it. Next week I'll talk about it. But it was pretty good. I have watched, I talked about Black and Sexy before, but they did, they're starting a new season of Chef Julian. I don't know if y'all familiar with that.
What was the name of it?
Chef Julian. So a lot of their shows kind of tie into one another. So the show that came on before that was called Sexless, and it's about 4 best friends in LA and just their sex lives. And that show, for this to be like not a mainstream TV program, it's like so well written. And I just feel like a lot of stuff that's on like YouTube, like the higher quality stuff, that's Black centered, the writing is like amazing. I feel like this is like a great time for TV.
Yeah.
Movies for Black people. Like in the 60s they had Black exploitation, whereas a lot of those, Black movies.
Stereotypes and all that, yeah.
Stereotypical, and the acting was so over the top.
So
over the top. Yeah. And then the 90s, and we had some good programming, but you could tell a lot of that didn't have a lot of Black staff that was writing content. But this year, over the past couple of years, like the stuff that I've been watching has been amazing in terms of like just how authentic it is,
Yeah, or it feels authentic. Yeah, you can definitely say that. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels very
more Black writers in the room.
Yeah, like the nuances of how we talk and what we do and how we dress, and like even like small stuff and how we pronounce words. It's very, it's really on point. So it has me watching a lot more TV than I, have been in the past. And
I felt that.
So I might have
this
to
is the interaction between the husband and wife. I was like, yeah, y'all got that. The writers nailed that. The writers and the actors nailed that.
Are y'all watching Black? Okay.
I still haven't started watching the Blackish. It's on my list because I know it's great. I just never got into it.
Yeah, it's good. It's really a cute little show.
Yeah, I've seen clips and I love it. I'm just like, I want to start from the beginning.
Yeah,
I catch up when I have the time to catch up because I usually watch that and Fresh Off the Boat together.
Fresh Off the Boat was cute. I don't know why I just never kept watching. It got annoying to me sometimes.
It did, and like when I catch up. I'm kind of like that with Fresh Off the Boat. But I do like him because he's really good when he does his show on Vice. Yes, his show on Vice is pretty good. It's kind of like That's Delicious, but not exactly.
I'll check it out. I like Vice, but my TV hasn't been on television other than it's been on Netflix or whatever, but since last week when we watched Underground. So I'm kind of like with you, like I'm stuck on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon videos. I'm just like, all right, till the next time.
Amazon Prime. I feel like I thought Amazon Prime. The reason why I got it is because I thought I was going to be able to watch shows like The Underground without having to pay per episode. But I don't really understand Amazon Prime, how this thing works.
So it's great for shipping, your free shipping
Mm-hmm.
and returns. That's initially what I used it for until I went through and started seeing, I can get audibles because I listen to audiobooks. You can do Amazon Music where you can save your music mobile, like I guess in a cloud kind of, and you can listen to it on other places. And then they have TV shows too, kind of like Netflix,
So
like made for Amazon series.
But in terms of like regular programming on television, this is not really the place to watch that kind of stuff.
You can go through them to get stuff like HBO channels, but you still got to pay more for the HBO.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to try to give Amazon Prime. I was kind of on the fence with Hulu, but I'm going to stick with Hulu because they have some pretty good shows too.
Mm-hmm.
You can get stuff that's currently shown on TV. You can watch it there. Amazon Prime, I'll give it another month and see.
You still have it?
Yeah, I have it now.
Okay, yeah.
But I haven't even really gone through the video to see.
I was watching something on there. It might have been The Man in the High Castle I was watching on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what you said to watch, because that's the only reason I signed into mine. Because otherwise, I hadn't watched anything on Amazon. I only got it for shipping.
For shipping, yeah.
Mm-hmm. A lot of it is some of the same stuff that we can already pull up on the other things. But I guess if you're paying for Prime and you don't want to pay for the other ones, then you're not watching some of the, stuff that you can only find on Netflix, and it would be worth it. But yeah, I had it just for, like you said, free shipping initially, and then once I found about all these other features, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Let me take advantage of them for this $99 I'm paying a year.
Yeah. I just signed up just so I could watch Hearts and Handmaid's Tale.
It broke up. I didn't catch any of that.
You said you watching it just mainly for Handmaid's Tale and Harlot's Hulu?
And Harlot's, and there's something else. I thought it was on Net that I watched on Hulu before, but it's not. It's on Hulu. There's a British show called Misfits, and it has the girl from, like, the new black chick from Fast and the Furious movies, and a few other people that are like pretty random. And there's that show that's pretty good. It's kind of like sci-fi-ish, high schoolish, sci-fi-ish. Puts you in a
I remember seeing the preview for that.
Yes, it's really good. It's kind of
Did it give you like an X-Men feel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to see that. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes, it's kind of like the In-Betweeners, but it's a group of high school kids in the sci-fi. So if you like the In-Betweeners, you'll like too.
Yeah,
and
I like that.
Other show, I think it was called The Teachers. It was British too, or Irish, one of the two. But it was the guy from, is it The Fall on there? The guy from The Fall, who eventually went on to be, I guess, the guy from 50 Shades of Grey.
Wow. Overlap.
Oh no, he's not the guy from The Fall. It's Rick from
from the zombie thing. The one, yeah.
He was on Teachers initially, and it was pretty good. It's funny, like older than Misfits, but still funny.
Maybe I'll tune in to Misfits tonight since I'm caught up on everything else after Underground. Nichelle, did you ever watch Sense8?
No, I didn't. And as y'all were talking, I was like, we should dedicate an episode to like all these sci-fi shows y'all watch. Because y'all really are digging like the whole sci-fi genre.
I love sci-fi. Like, I've always, like, since I was little, like, I used to be the kid watching Quantum Leap and Eureka and all that kind of stuff. I actually pulled up Quantum Leap on Amazon, I said I was going to start rewatching that, but I don't know if I'm gonna feel it anymore because the sci-fi, not sci-fi, but the special effects, they're whack now. Like back then it was like, ooh, but now it's like, really, come on now.
Like,
that was a fog machine. Like, come
right.
on.
Right.
And there's another one on Amazon called Chance. If you like House, Hugh Laurie, he is a psychiatrist in that one, and that's almost like what's that movie with the chick who lived across the street from the couple?
Ooh.
It was a movie that you watched recently. The white chick that lived across the street from the couple, and they were gaslighting her, or the husband was gaslighting her.
I watched it.
Yeah, you watched it. It was a recent movie.
I was gaslighting the lady across the street.
She met them on the train. She was I think she saw them on a train or something.
You mean the girl on the train?
Girl on the Train? Maybe that was the movie. But it kind of, I've never seen the movie, but based on what I've seen, the Chance reminds me of that. So he's a psychiatrist, and it's crazy. You got to see that. That's an Amazon show. Made for Amazon.
What is it called?
Chance.
Chance.
He's actually Dr. Chance. Hugh Laurie, the guy from House that plays Dr. House, he's Dr. Chance.
Okay.
But he's a psychologist or psychiatrist in this. He's not a medical doctor. But it's crazy. Like, he has his own demons, but he's still trying to work through people. And then he works on this one lady who's, I don't know what the deal is with her. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I watched probably 4 episodes of that back to back, and while I was doing stuff around the house, and I was like, all right, let me actually do stuff around the house and not get caught up in this show.
Yeah, I think we should dedicate, an episode.
I'm down for that.
Sci-fi.
Okay.
Going on. So, all right, ladies.
All right, we got a few minutes.
We got a few minutes for the underground.
Woohoo.
So, all right, we are signing off the Binge Suite for all of us ladies chit-chatting. Again, find us on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, the Binge Suite. Check us out.
See you next week.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Drop it on the random.